Hi guys, and how are you? It's time again for another video. I hope everyone's well. A few weeks ago, I did a video on the spirit apps, and I was going to show you a little bit how they worked and stuff, but I didn't get around to doing that. Also, two for one today. I'm going to show you spirit apps. Found on a phone, one of my old phones. I have two of the spirit apps. So I'm going to that in a minute with you. The other thing I want to talk to you about, simple is TCH. If you part of the paranormal world, you'll know what it is. You probably will know what it is, the Conjuring House and everything that's gone on. If you've not been following it, there's plenty of videos online with paranormal investigators, also with debunkers as well. Um, Basically, a lot of the turmoil started with Corey and Satori. They were faking stuff, proven to be fake. No matter what anybody says, go and have a look at it. If you look at Corey and Satori, paranormal, the Conjuring House, fake, people like Beardo, The Shape, Mythos, all good debunkers, by the way. There's quite a few on there, but three to name but a few. They've all done stuff on it, and they've also showed you how it's done. Anyway, that's this behind me. Nice, isn't it? Yeah, but that's an old photograph of the Conjuring House itself. Anyway, I digress. Back to the first thing. Yeah, I was telling you a couple of videos ago about the apps and how they work, the paranormal apps. So I happened to find one on my own phone. So I was going to activate the apps again, but I'm going to actually do it live on camera and show you what I mean. I might be able to walk you through basically what happens, how it happens, and how these apps sort of, excuse me, these apps sort of draw you in, and then are listening to what you're saying. And yes, it's another word bank that collects words as well. It's part of the program. And if you listen to the other video I showed you before, it's called, oh gosh, there is a word for it. It's a word bank anyway, and it does learn from it. It adds more words to it and what you say and stuff like that. But on here, I'm going to put it on in a minute for you. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. Yep, that's okay. Right, now I'm going to have to come a bit closer to the camera, obviously, to show you these ones. Right, I've got two ghost tubes here. Right, hang on. Can you see them too? There you go. Right, it's going to go out of focus, guys. I do apologise. Anyway, ghost tubes here, right? Now, these are the two. They're part of the same family. Basically, they're part of the same app. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you now. I'm going out to that, get out. You know me, guys. I'm trying not to cut anything. I'm just going to try and make it in one video. Here we go. Right now, I've pressed Ghost Tube, right, and it's going to come up with all sorts of stuff on there. Guys, if you can do that, don't know why that's not focusing as good as it normally does, but here we go. Right down here, you're going to see it says permission. Right, you see that? Right, here we go. Right, now as you see, everything on that Ghost Tube app at the minute, I haven't given it permission to do anything. Now this is how they get you. I'm going to put this on, I'm going to give it permission for camera, location, why not, microphone, and storage. There you go. Now given that all permission, what's going to happen there is when I start using this app, then obviously it's going to use my microphone. It needs to use my microphone to listen to the questions that we were saying before. When you're asking a ghost, there's a ghost there, this, that, and the other. And it needs to do that. And also, apparently, I think if I remember rightly with this app, it'll give you locations sometimes in your area of places to go and see. But anyway, let's give it a go. Right, okay. As you've seen, I've okayed all that. Okay, let's come out of that. Thank you. Go to that. And let's try it again, see if it's doing it. That's done it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Installed. App info. Here we go. Right. Oh, you sexy monkey. Right, no, it's listening. There you go, guys. You're going to get a silly thing, okay? Now, this is where we can ask it questions. I will ask it a question, and some of it is very relevant, some of it is relevant. I think it's just hit and miss with it, to be honest with you. You can see the little lines going up in there, yeah?
How do you feel?
There you go. Simple thing. It's just how do you feel? Hang on. I feel good, thank you. Is there any ghosts here with us tonight, please, that'd like to get in contact with us? Now, guys, sometimes you have to give it a little while to come through. You'll see that it's recognising it's picking up my voice with the lines that's going up and down. And sometimes you've got to give it 2 or 3 goes. And sometimes it'll come out with something. Sometimes it's like devil. Sometimes it said all sorts of stuff. To be honest with you, behind you, ghosts and shit like that. But we'll try another question with it. Is there?
Bribe.
It says bribed. I haven't bribed it to go off, by the way. It's just if you can see that it says bribed. There's a thing on it. It tells you what it's been said anyway. It's just a crock of shit, guys. But then you see these guys on television using these apps. The necro, is it called necro whatever meter? It was telling me to lower my voice. Would you believe that, guys? Look at that. Lower your voice, right? So there you go. But it's not told me anything about a ghost or anything. Remember last time I used this app gave me a lot of shit as well, saying I wasn't nice or something. But anyway, let's see if we can get anything. Is there any ghosts here today that would like to? I'm lost. Right. Now, I could do this for another 10 minutes, guys, until something relevant comes through. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this off, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Well, hang on, we might be getting another one. Let's see if we've got another one. Am I in danger? Come on, hurry up. Is there any ghosts here that would like to speak to us and speak to these guys? Would you like to say anything to the guys that are watching this? Come on, don't be shy. Would you like to speak to anybody, say anything to anybody out there? Come on, they're after a drink or something, they might be hungry. There you go, you see. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to turn this off. Right, there you go, turn off. Okay. Right. Now then, what you're seeing, this is just a cheap app, one of the simplest, actually it's a free app you can get on the internet and Tinternet, have you heard me? You can get on the app stores or whatever. There's plenty you can go for. And they do have a word bank that's already programmed into it. But then I did say before, and I can't remember what it's called. I only know it's called what it was called because my son told me. It's where it learns from. It's an intelligent learning device, and it basically picks up the words and stores it in the word bank along with everything else that's already in there. So that's how they work. Now, excuse me, sorry about that. That's going to come through. That's how it works. So what they do on the big TV programs, you see, it's called editing. And if you've got 3 or 4 different cameras editing, yeah, and I always think that you should put a timestamp. That can be also faked, but it gives it a bit more reality. To be honest, it looks a bit more real. So if you put the timestamp running on it, right, keep it going as a proper timestamp that you get in your cameras, you'll see all that. A lot of people who do films and stuff like that, you do it yourself in your own. I've got my little one here running there, telling me what the time thing is, how long I've been on. But most of the other ones will tell you the date, the time of the year, and all that sort of thing. So they should be running it through. But I can honestly say a lot of the time I've never seen that happen. Or you'll see it if you're looking at it and they've not done a really good job in editing. You can see it jump from there, right? Then there's maybe 4 minutes later or whatever's come through, something else that's come through that's relevant to the question they've just asked. So it's obvious that it's been done in editing to make it look the part. So That's the little thing on one of the ghost apps. It's one of the better ghost apps, I must admit. There's some real shit out there, I'm telling you now. But I found my phone and I thought, actually, I'm going to show you guys this app and how it works. Because, like I said, I spoke about it in a video not so long ago. Right, end of that. Let me put that down, excuse me. Now, second thing we're going to talk about. Yeah, the Conjuring House. Don't know if you know anything about it. Like I said, if you're a paranormal investigator or you watch the paranormal, you watch some of the paranormal shows, you will see the Conjuring House, TCH. The lady Jacqueline that runs it, I think, is having some issues with herself at the moment. I'm not going to call the lady. I don't know the lady to call her. If you look at a lot of things on Facebook and also you look at a lot of other different channels, you'll find that I'm trying to be nice and not get a strike, to be honest with you. You will find that the stuff she's coming out with is quite concerning. Jason Hawes, I don't know if you know him from Taps, really nice bloke. She's been really having a right go at him, saying that this is what she said. I'm not saying anything that's not been said or making accusations. This is just what has been already said and the messages that he's shared and shown. Is that she accused him of turning up at a silly o'clock and with this assassin to kill her, and with his assassins to get rid of it. She's had some issues. Major issues started like I said before with Satori and Corey, I think it is. You have to bear with me, guys. I always try to do this live and not do any editing apart from what you see behind me. So that's where some of the issues started, when she started getting a lot of flack regarding the toe cracking, if you know what I'm on about, that joint cracking. The basic premise, I've got to give you the basic premise in case you don't know what it's about. Right, so these are two guides, along with others, in the Conjuring House that show people around. And between them, they've come up with this method where the spirits can communicate with them. Now, I did a video. I'll do it in a minute, show you how I did it, right? But it's slightly different than how they did it. Just sorry about that. I've got a habit of doing this, and then that's going to be a little bit on its own. Right? They did a video, and you could hear it. Now I've just done that, right? But you can see if I'm doing it, I'll come in a little bit. I could just say, "Hello, is there anybody here, please? Can you talk to me?" Right? And they get that noise. But it was coming from his feet, and it was basically, I think, we had a ligament or whatever piece of of the bone, or something was rolling over the bone and clicking and making it, and it was going onto the floor, and that's where it all started. And so people called him out over it, called the Conjuring House out over it, and it was really quite a hot topic for quite a good few months. And then all sorts of other stuff were coming out regarding that. And some of the other guys that were in there, I'm not going to go into other channels' names at the minute. I don't think it's necessary. You can look it all up on YouTube if you're interested. But just put in the Conjuring House fake and Corey and Satori. And you'll find other people that was actually at the Conjuring House. The night they did it, there was very well known duo off YouTube, really nice lads. They went in, and I personally think they were just taken in basically by it all. So anyway, go and have a look at that. You'll see exactly what I'm on about. So that's what kicked it all off. And then over the last few months, it's the case of Jacqueline. She's not been paying her staff, and that's a fact. Not something that she can say to me if she sees this video. What the hell do you think you're doing? Jacqueline, it is a fact. She fired one of the staff members because the ghost of a 200-year-old fella said that this guy had been pinching money from her, stock and money or what have you. So she refused to pay him his money, refused to pay him his wages, and it was 2 months' wages she owed him. Now, To me, guys, personally, I personally think it's a shame, because if she's in such a bad place, then I think people should go. That she should get some serious help before there's some serious damage is done. Like, there's people booking places. It's expensive, by the way, to go there for one night. There's certain conditions you have. If you want to use the internet, it's something ridiculous to use it. You want to shoot say, for instance, I went along with another channel to film in the house, in the Conjuring house. It would cost me, and then it would cost them, and it would cost, how many people were there. It cost extra because it's so many different channels. So she charged for that. But it's roundabout, guys, $1,300 a night. Yeah. Don't know if it's gone up, but I'm sure it's going to go down, because a lot of people are boycotting us, I think, at the moment, to boycott this place. I would have always wanted to go, but it's a shame. I prefer it looking like this than it does now, to be honest with you. I like the old look of it. And yeah, so the Conjuring House, it's a shame. And have a look. If you're interested in a bit of drama, paranormal drama, have a look at the Conjuring House. Have a look at the guys that have been saying stuff on it, and let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know what you think on it. Short video, but short video. It's about 15, 16 minutes. So I have waffled on a bit, haven't I? But I've not done one for a couple of weeks, and like I said, I do one every Thursday. It's not been happening, mate. It's lads, guys, and gals. Sorry, and I've been decorated into the room, so I've not done anything. But yeah, let me know what you think. Love to hear your opinions. And go across and have a look at the Conjuring House, that's going on, and then get back to me. Let me know what you think. What you think is needs doing. I know I think needs doing. I think the lady needs some help, some professional help. Don't need all the negativity. So if you're going to go across, don't go to anybody's channel, guys, and give them negativity. We don't do that here. It's nice to be nice, isn't it? So yeah, that's my little video. As always, I love you loads, and yeah, I'm out of here. Be good.